It's your councilwoman
Turn this up.
elect.
Ellen? Okay, good.
Councilwoman still.
Ready? You ready? When you're ready.
Good for you. Keep it up.
I will call the council meeting of December 13th, 2023 to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Where's the flag? What happened? Who took it? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's, they just wanted to.
Who pulled that trick?
Everything's changing here. Everything's changing.
Hey. All right, Anna, please call roll.
Curry. Yes. Kierski.
Here.
Klein.
Here.
Vincent.
Here.
Duber.
Here.
Silver.
Here.
Herland.
Here. Okay. I would like to ask Jill Karosik of the, forgive me if I said that wrong, the Director of Orange Community Education and Recreation, if you'll please come to the podium.
It's Corsac, but thank you.
Great.
Nope, it happens all the time. So thank you for having me tonight. Thank you to Mrs. Vincent and to Mayor-elect for inviting me to speak to you. So what I want to inform you of is we have an exciting opportunity developing within Orange Community Education and Recreation that I want to share with you. Following building assessments earlier this year on our Art Center and our Senior Center, both on Chagrin Boulevard, if you haven't been by lately, it was determined that both of those buildings need a substantial amount of work to bring them up to what we would consider typical. It's about $2.5 million spread across both. The Art Center, about $1.5 million, the Senior Center, about $1 million of improvements required for those buildings. We had internal discussions in the district and in our department about what we could do to solve that problem. About 3 weeks ago, I was notified, as you probably were also, that the state has a one-time strategic community investment fund, $700 million that they're going to allocate in their spring budget. It is designed, the way I've been told, they're going to allocate it to projects that are transformational, that create community impact, and that serve broad areas. They're not looking for very specific one community type of projects. They're looking for things that can be inspirational and impactful. So Monday night, I received support from Orange Board of Education to pursue $7.5 million in funding to build a combined Art Center and Senior Center. If we are successful in securing those funds. Project will not happen in that capacity if we don't secure these state funds, but it's an opportunity for us to solve a problem that we know that we have that's substantial by utilizing funds that are going to be distributed in the state. We estimate that the total cost of the project is about $8.4 million. So we have money in our reserve that we intend to commit to the project as well, and we have donors and some fundraising to do to offset the rest of the costs. So we believe that this project has a lot of merit, and it meets the state's criteria. It's certainly not guaranteed, but we believe that it will better serve the residents in a really transformational way and provide us with the ability to expand services in the arts and in our senior rec programming.
Bill, in addition to the letter of support that the mayor-elect and I will sign, are you looking for a motion of effort of support from council? Is that meaningful in any way?
If you would be so inclined, I would be happy to take that with me. So the reason I'm here tonight, and we didn't do it at a later date, is that everything needs to be submitted to our state representatives. We've been working with Representative Robinson, Representative Brent, we've been working with Senator Serino and Senator Dolan. The Senate and the state have different forms that they want completed outlining the scope of the project, and letters of support, charts, graphs, photos are welcome additions to a very brief submission.
They're all due Monday, right?
They're all due Monday.
Is it possible that we could sign off on your letter that you're writing so that it's not only the mayor's, but it's council that's interested in just sign off on that, so you have all our signatures?
Unless the wording gets changed to encompass you, but
Well, can I just ask a question or questions? So how does this affect the possibility of a community gym or a community center?
Well, what I think it does, there's several different angles. One is that it has already begun a bigger conversation of the needs of the community that relate to a community center. There's been other discussions of, this would be fantastic because the opportunity for the funding is here now. If we were successful in gaining this funding, it's here, it's a project that we just quickly needed to try to take advantage of. We didn't feel that asking for $25 or $35 million would be attainable. So we have this project sort of ready to go. It was nice, the timing, if anything, was good because we've already dreamed this and we have it ready to present. I think a community center, which we heard clearly in our strategic plan feedback, requires whole district input and probably funding that we may or may not have available to us. We have talked about if we're successful in receiving the full amount of this funding, which is also not guaranteed, the state may easily come back and say, love the idea, we'll give you $1.5 million. That makes a big difference in how we move forward with this, if we move forward with this. But if this were funded in its entirety that we're asking for, it frees up money that we currently have in our capital funds to be able to explore adding a gym, maybe to Pepper Pike Learning Center, or creating a center with funds that we have as a potential.
Okay, thank you.
Where would this be located?
On school district property, so we've looked at the area where the old library used to be, directly across from the current art center. There's also space behind the current senior center that the district owns that is not occupied currently. There's a lot of benefits to both because the infrastructure of parking lots, lighting, and utilities is already there, and the district owns the property. So one of the two of those places would be ideal.
Questions? Yes, Mr. Klein?
I would like to make a motion for the Orange Village Council to support the Orange Community Education and Recreation to pursue the funding available through the state resources for an Orange Senior Community and Art Center.
I second. Anyone else want to say anything? Anna, please call roll.
Perry,
yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Vincent, Duber, Silver, Kurland.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I will keep you informed. We hope to be notified in the spring as the budget develops. We would know, hopefully by May, for sure whether it makes it through the whole process and we're awarded funding. So I will keep you posted. And I appreciate you very much. Mayor, congratulations.
Yeah, and
I look forward to working with you, Mayor.
thanks for coming out and jumping on this.
Very, very much.
Thank you.
Jill? This is a draft of that letter.
Next, we have a discussion of bills to be paid in the month of December in the amount of $396,285.26, and additional November expenses in the amount of $547,865.93. Does anyone have any questions, comments?
I'd just like to point out that 584,000 of that large number was the semi-annual debt service.
Okay. Are there any audience comments related to agenda items? No? old business and pending legislation, ordinance 2023-23, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Stephen L. Byron and Singerman Mills, Desberg and Const Seaton, LPA, for legal services beginning January 1st, 2024, and ending December 31st, 2024, confirming the appointment of Stephen L. Byron as law director and declaring an emergency, third reading. I'd like to make a motion to pass this ordinance. Okay, and thank you, Mr. Klein. And Anna, please call roll.
That was Jill.
So Perry,
Sorry.
Bilski,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Kurland.
Yes.
Thank you. This will be the first one without Mayor Mulcahy, and I'm enthusiastic but trepidatious as well.
Alrighty. Ordinance 2023-24, an ordinance appointing Blair N. Melling as the prosecutor of Orange Village, providing compensation for the prosecutor and declaring an emergency. Third reading. I will make a motion for the passage of ordinance 2023-24. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Vincent. Are there any questions, anybody? No? Anna, please call roll.
Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Vincent, Duber,
Yes. Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Kurland.
Yes. Ordinance 2023-25, an ordinance approving and confirming the appointment of Stephen Havansuk and Associates and as Orange Village engineer and repealing certain ordinances and declaring an emergency. Second reading. The administration is requesting a suspension of rules, so I will make a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance 2023-25. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Silver. Anna, please call roll on suspension.
Perry, Bilski,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Vincent, Duber,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Kurland.
Yes. I will now make a motion for the passage of ordinance 2023-25. Do I have a second? Mrs. Perry, are there any questions or comments concerning this? Nope. Anna, please call roll.
Perry, Bilski, Klein,
Yes.
Vincent, Duber,
Yes.
Silver,
Yes.
Kurland.
Yes.
Back.
That was easy. All right. An ordinance, this is new business, an ordinance 2023-28, an ordinance declaring a one-year moratorium on accepting for filing and considering reviewing and approving applications for marijuana sales and related activities in Orange Village, prohibiting the sale of marijuana in Orange Village for 1 year and declaring an emergency. This is on for first reading. So I don't know if we want to, let's have a discussion. Anybody? I personally have been doing some thinking about it, and I don't think we should do this to have the moratorium. I'm not saying that I'm encouraging it, but I feel like maybe we're turning away the possibility of something that could be good financially. I don't know. It just seems too early to make judgments on something we don't know that much about.
That's the purpose of a moratorium, that we don't have to judge it.
It means,
Very no.
Yeah.
but it's a full year.
Gives you the time to see what else is happening, how these things are affecting other communities, not in other states, but in Ohio, in our own region, in our own backyard. Let's sit back and watch for a minute.
Moratorium on.
Cafe's had a reputation, though, of
I hope that's still in place. Hope that's still in place for the internet cafe.
Station of the extended stay.
the extended stay, yes. Extended.
Payday lenders.
Well, I mean, yes.
I was thinking about it too, and I saw in the news that the state legislature is debating this bill too. So it's not rolling out right now, and I think that there's some merit to what people voted on and want, and we need to be careful about putting a temporary no on for the time being. I think I would like to wait and see what happens with the state, and we can always do this if we research a little and find out that it is important.
Unless
I'm
we're,
not seeing a list of other communities, which I thought we were going to see, and maybe some other information. Judd, if you have that, I'd love to see it. just from what I'm hearing, I think I would, if I was to vote tonight, I would probably vote no too.
I don't have any specific information from other communities and what they're doing. I have heard from other communities that there are moratoriums that are being enacted at various time frames for this. Certainly, the state hasn't figured out the how the permitting process is even going to be rolled out for these things right now. So whether we pass it right now or don't doesn't really matter. We might want to look at it down the road, but I don't want to foreclose the opportunity that if somebody were to come in and say, I want to do this, and we have very little position to decline the request. What do you think?
Math in my head, I'm not hearing that 5 votes are in favor of suspending the rules, so you could just leave this on first reading and have further research, investigation, and discussion
In your
next
committee.
next year.
Yeah. Fine by me.
Me, a
Makes
committee.
sense, actually.
I
with the
didn't
chart.
see any reason to suspend for this anyways.
It goes with her garden committee.
Oh, that's where you're going with this.
Already bought seeds for her plot.
It's a green thumb.
There you go. Okay, I guess what I'm,
Bob doesn't want it in the park.
right, Bob does. What are you talking about? Prince. Okay.
We do have a couple months to kind of study it, so if anybody finds information, especially
I think she said Bud's.
the way you're making it sound is that all these other communities in Ohio are making these moratoriums. I've not heard that, so if you have
No,
information.
I've only heard about one or two, but
Read about one or two.
Definitely, there was, and there are some communities that are enacting these moratoria.
North Olmsted or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah, but we don't have to do it just because other people do it. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't have a real strong
the,
feeling.
the purpose for doing it is to give ourselves the opportunity, the time to look at the issue and see how it is playing out.
Concern I would have if you didn't have a moratorium is after the state rolls out the rules, what if they put in something there that precludes you from doing that and you wish you had? But if you have it, you can always revoke it.
Well, there's a large amount of people who voted at the election to
To allow it.
legalize recreational marijuana
I agree with it.
as to be respected.
I accept that.
Okay, stop. It's not. That's legal. But it's not the same thing. Can we just, okay, how about let's just leave it on first reading now. And we
First
can-
reading, let it go.
Everyone can discuss it at another time. All righty. It's on the agenda.
It's true.
All right, we're going to move on. Ordinance 2023-29, an ordinance amending various sections of Chapter 111 of the Codified Ordinances of Orange Village to change the start time of the regular council meetings and declaring an emergency. This is on for first reading. I will make a motion to suspend the rules of Ordinance 2023-29. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Vincent. Anyone have a problem with the time change that's going to be here?
Will it be,
We got to vote to suspend.
To vote on suspension.
That's all right.
will this be daylight savings time, or will this be regulars?
Yeah, hold, okay, go ahead, call roll, and then we'll get to that question.
Perry? Bilski?
Yes.
Klein?
Yes.
Vincent? Duber?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Kurland?
Yes. All right, I'm going to make a motion. This will allow the meetings to begin at 7 o'clock, beginning with the January 3rd meeting. I will make a motion to pass of ordinance 2023-29. Do I have a second?
And thank you.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions, comments, issues? No? Okay. Anna, please call roll.
Perry?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Sorry. Bilski?
Yes.
Klein?
Yes.
Vincent?
Yes.
Duber?
No.
Silver? We don't care. Did Silver answer?
See.
Silver, did you answer?
Silver? Kurland?
Yes. No. Why not?
No.
His final no.
All righty.
Your final answer.
That should have been in the resolution.
One, Resolution 2023-7, a resolution honoring Councilman Brandon Duber on the occasion of his retirement from Council of Orange Village. I'm going to read this. See if I can read. Whereas Councilman Brandon Duber has been a dedicated and valued member of the Orange Village Council for over a decade, having been elected to serve on the Village Council in 2011. And whereas Councilman Brandon Duber was elected by his peers on council to serve as the president of Orange Village Council for 9 years, and whereas Brandon Duber announced at a Village Council meeting on January 11th his intention to step down from his role as president of council, and further announced that this year would mark his last year serving on council, culminating a remarkable 12-year tenure in office, and whereas Brandon Duber has faithfully represented the interests of Orange Village residents during his 3 consecutive 4-year terms, contributing to the growth and development of our community, and whereas Brandon Duber is an active member of Park Synagogue in Pepper Pike in Cleveland Heights, demonstrating his commitment to both faith and community, whereas Brandon Duber's leadership and dedication have played an integral role in the success and progress of Orange Village, earning him the respect and admiration of his colleagues, constituents, and entire community. And whereas Brandon Duber came onto the council at a time of rancor and incivility with the goal of ending the atmosphere, and Mayor Kathy U. Mulcahy stated, Brandon came onto council at a time of rancor and incivility. His goal was to end that. I am pleased he accomplished his goal and led council for 9 years as its president. He brought calm back to council. Really? Whereas Mayor-elect Judd Klein offered the following praise for Councilman Brandon Duber. Brandon Duber, while serving on council and as its president, has presided over crafting and passing significant legislation and has contributed to the quality and character of the committee. Among others, these include the Pinecrest Plan Development District, the development of the Chagrin Highlands South Project, and unique legislative initiatives such as the Orange Village Commercial Plastic Bag Ban. Whereas Council President Amanda Kurland summarized her thoughts of Councilman Brandon Duber as follows. Brandon Duber served the residents of Orange Village with honor and integrity. He was thoughtful in his deliberations, and as president of council, he was instrumental in helping to lead the village into the harmonious and prosperous, times we now enjoy. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of Orange Village, County of Cuyahoga, and State of Ohio, that the mayor and council in Orange Village, Ohio, on behalf of all of the residents of Orange Village, express their deep appreciation and heartfelt gratitude to Brandon Duber for his extraordinary dedication and exceptional service to our community as a council member and president of council, and we extend our best wishes to Brandon Duber for a fulfilling and enjoyable retirement, filled with happiness, good health, continued success in his future endeavors. That the clerk of council shall forthwith certify a copy of this resolution and deliver it to Brandon Duber. Suitable for framing. This resolution shall take effect and be enforced from and after the earliest period allowed by law. You want to say something extra? No.
No, thank you. That was very, very thankful to whoever contributed to that.
You left off the rest of my language.
Did you do the passage of it yet? You just read it.
Just read it.
Okay, I'm just making
No, you're right. though. No, I didn't mean it that way.
sure anything.
Okay.
Well, Wednesdays.
I will now make a motion to pass Resolution 2023-7. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Vincent. Hannah, please call roll.
Harry.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Duber.
Yes.
Silver.
I guess.
Curlin.
Voted no on that one.
Audience comments related to matters which advance the good of the village. Anyone want to speak?
I
No? Oh.
do have 10 days to consider whether I will be vetoing that proclamation.
Do it. You should totally veto it.
It would make it that much more meaningful.
I mean,
And would it have to come back to us to override it? We'd have to override it?
She did give a veto statement when Tom Shields resigned the first time, but she didn't in fact veto the resolution.
okay, now are there any audience comments related to good of the village? Come on up. Please state your name. relevance of you being here?
Ski, formerly of West Meadow Lane in Orange Village for 16 years, currently Summit Lane and Pepper Pike.
Mayor,
And I wanted to come here on the occasion of Mayor Mulcahy's retirement. Go back 20 years, my wife and I were looking where we wanted to start our family and grow roots. And due to the hard work of Mayor Mulcahy, who was only halfway through her tenure to the village at that point, this was our first choice, and we never regretted any moment of that.
You move.
Because
As we get older, we need first floor masters, and as a retiree, Brandon, maybe you'll understand that. Yes. But it was probably 2015 or 2016, I had some concerns in the village, and I reached out to Kathy, and she's like, why don't you come in? And Mr. Byron was there, Chief Costura was there, walked me through some of these things as far as crime blotters and things. And Kathy, being how she is, said, how would you like to get involved here? And I said, what do you mean? So she told me about the finance committee. I joined the finance committee a couple years later. She's like, would you consider running for council? Sure. And it's basically changed my extracurricular career path because, and I know I'm not the only person whose life that you touched. You have had a lifelong love of community service and inspiring others to do that. I never in a million years would have gotten involved at the village level or the community level. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've done for my family. I moved in the village, I think, based upon our family's love of living here, and you had 4 different Bilski households there for a while. And I can't
Generation.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
But I know this is a bittersweet time for you. I mean, 40 years is a long time. I understand that you gave up an opportunity to go to the White House tonight to be here. I'm glad that you get to do that next year. But I just want to thank you on behalf of me and my family and all the entire community for what you've done to enhance village life and make this such a wonderful place. And I also give credit, back when we were exploring regionalism and things, you were extremely open-minded, trying to get everybody to collaborate. All of our communities work together with the service departments and things, and you've just fostered the idea that our communities don't end at the borders of our municipalities, and that's a lasting legacy I think you're going to leave that has affected all of us and how we govern and how we are involved with everywhere that we're involved with here. But congratulations, and I hope to see you around Heinens and everywhere else with your grandkids. And
Scott, thank you for taking the time to come out here and make those nice words. I appreciate it. Very meaningful, and I appreciate it. You've been a good friend.
enjoy retirement.
Anything else? No? Okay, comments by the mayor.
Okay. I thought if, because I could officiate at my own daughter's weddings without choking up, that I can do this too. So, I'll try. 936 council meetings and 672 planning and zoning meetings later, the day I always knew would arrive is here. It seems like it went so fast, and yet, when I think of all the things we've accomplished together during the years, the days were long and filled, and we have so much to feel proud of. For me, this has been more than a job. It has been what I do and who I am, all day, every day, for 28 years as mayor. Throughout the years, people would frequently ask me, how can you stand it? Don't people drive you crazy, call you at all hours? And the answer is an emphatic no. I have enjoyed almost all my interactions with almost everyone over the years. We have engaged residents that care about Orange Village. And to the residents, if anyone's listening, I express my deepest gratitude for the honor I have had to represent you and our special community. I have genuinely loved my time here, and I hope I have, in some way, improved the lives of the people I have worked with and represented. I'm not going to recap a list of accomplishments tonight. They are all here in this pile of newsletters, which is the entire duration of my tenure, with all the goals and accomplishments listed in there for each year. But none of these would have been possible without our incredible staff and professionals represented by the department heads who are in the audience. Nor will I give a list of goals for next year. But Judd, you know you have to work on the United States Postal Service for us. I'm sorry I couldn't get that one done. I'm also not going to address anyone individually because there are way too many, and I've already tried to speak directly to each. Instead, I'm going to read the words of someone whose opinion I value highly, someone who took the time to write to me to tell me what my time as mayor has meant to him, and I couldn't be more touched. I'm going to use his words in my final farewell from the dais. And I quote, "You took on this job 28 years ago for all the right reasons, to make a difference, to provide selfless devotion, to assemble the best team of staff, to represent the residents fairly and equally, and to put their best interests first, and to put your heart into it." He sums up by saying, "I've achieved those goals." This, to me, would be the nicest legacy I could only hope for, and I am deeply grateful for his kind words. I cannot end my comments without acknowledging my good fortune of having parents that were beyond supportive and helpful. Without them, I would not have succeeded in life so well, or at all. When I recall all the opportunities my life has presented me, I leave fulfilled knowing that this was the right path for me. There will be much I will miss about this position, but I get to take with me so many wonderful memories, meaningful friendships, and great personal satisfaction. This is a momentous evening for me and the end of a long era for others. I have confidence in the future leadership of this community. I have confidence in the dedicated Orange Village team to carry on. The mission remains the same. Fun retiring. Maybe I would have done this earlier.
I want to once again thank Mayor Kathy Erdang Mulcahy for her 39 years of service to Orange Village. There are no words that haven't already been spoken. I've always been very upfront and honest with you, and shockingly enough, you haven't yet blocked my texts. I hope to continue harassing you into your retirement. I want to... And after, yes. I want to reiterate my thanks to Brandon Duber for his years of service and leadership and for his acerbic wit. Your passion for Orange Village is evident, and you will be missed. I want to assure Mayor-elect Judd Klein that I have never questioned the election result and fully respect the will of the 53% of the voters who put him into office. I hope to have the opportunity to continue enjoying his puns and working with him in the future. I am so very appreciative of the opportunity that I have had to serve Orange Village. I care deeply about the village, the people who live in it, and the people who work for it. Together, we have created a great place to live with safe, friendly, and well-maintained neighborhoods, a vibrant commercial district, and excellent schools. I particularly want to thank the village employees that have been so willing to answer my questions, namely Anna Girardi, Bob Zugan, Dana Cavender, Bob McLaughlin, Chief Bob Wilson, Assistant Chief Larry Genova, Chief Chris Costura, and Lieutenant Mike Roberts. It has been an honor and a privilege to be on the Finance Committee, to sit on this council, and to have been President of Council this past year. I have a lot of energy and enthusiasm still in me. I look forward to continuing to serve the community in whatever capacity I am able. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. That's it. Brandon?
So I don't really have the formal comments that the mayor has, but you've been here for a lot longer. You're
I feel like a mother toward you.
times. First of all, thank you for the resolution. That was very kind, and I appreciate the words. I want to thank everybody in Orange Village. The staff here is phenomenal. The village couldn't be in a better place, I think, with everybody who runs it, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me over the years, and helping succeed in this position. The mayor has asked me to be her +1 to the White House next year. I'm still thinking about it, so we'll discuss that later. No, Mayor, in all seriousness, we've had some good daytime drama TV, but it's been fun, and I think we've done some good things together. And you know, I wish you the best, and good luck with everything. You know, I guess I don't really have any real advice for anybody on council, and but I guess the one thing I would just say, more for the new council members, and also a reiteration for everyone here, is, you know, just keep in mind, you know, that the decisions that you make, you know, here are not just about, you know, what effect it has on the village today, but, you know, what effect that will have in the future. And I think that's one of the most important things, you know, that you can look at when you're making any decisions, you know, here on council. And with that, you know, again, thanks for everything. It's been fun, and I'll be in the village for a little bit longer. And I'll actually be closer when I'm not. Maybe I'll show up there, ask some questions.
Please do. Mr. Silver?
Quick question for Bob Zugan. Is there any update on the Miles Road water line replacement with Solon?
Yeah, it's not good.
Ooh, I know this answer, and it's not good.
So stand up to the mic.
Yeah, you don't want to hear him, that's problem.
About a month ago, I was informed that they're moving forward with design with Burgess and Nyepel. They're looking at getting it bid, but the bid timing is October, November of 2024. So construction won't start till 2025. We still have yet to see any type of agreement there, you know, that we can move on. But they have done some changes, which were addressed by myself and the village engineer, along with brought up at the planning commission when they first sent that out. So try and keep, you know, I've kept the mayor, you know, in tune of what's going on, but there's nothing solid, concrete till I see something in hand.
They were hoping to do the work in '24, right? Wasn't that the initial plan?
Yep.
I think part of it was what we were looking for. I mean, the agreement didn't give us a warm, fuzzy feeling on what they were going to do with road repairs and stuff like that. And actually, until we see it and review it, certainly the village engineer takes a look. I mean, there's certain things that they have to do, you know, in the construction practices to make sure that they follow to and abide by. But
We don't want the road torn up and then just being patched.
But you know, always is putting the, you know, the best interest of the village at hand. So if it's delayed for that reason, it's within purpose.
Thank you.
But we're not the holdup.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the update. And as for Brandon and Mayor Kathy, I don't know what else I could say that hasn't been said and what will be said as well, but
Find something.
I'll find something. But congratulations, both of you. Good luck. Orange Village is a very different place than when you both took office, when you did, and all for the better. I mean, when you look at the park here, when you look at Pinecrest, Brandon, I know you were instrumental in pushing the trails through, and
Well, I want to say the Trails was a 30-year project.
okay.
But I do credit him with getting it revived again, and it succeeded this time.
Congratulations to both of you. Best of luck. Please don't be strangers. One thing about Kathy I wanted to mention is that how it always struck me how you always wanted to get to know everybody as much as possible in Orange Village. You made a point of coming every year to the Orange Hill Summer Picnic and saying hi to everybody and making a point to meet the new people that had moved in the last year and doing the same at Salute to Orange and out partying in the park as well. So that always struck me about how you want to just get to know the people as much as you could. So once again, congratulations, and it's been a pleasure.
And good luck to you managing things going forward.
Thank you.
Mrs. Perry?
Amanda, you said it so well, thanking Kathy and Brandon. But Kathy, I just have to add, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You gave me the confidence that being a non-politician and what I thought was just a normal resident could still have a role, a good role, and help and serve our village. So thank you. You've done a great job. And Brandon, it's been a pleasure working with you. We'll miss you. Realizing between the two of you, it's nearly 40 years of combined experience that you dedicated to Orange.
No, I have 39 and a half myself.
Brandon's good for a half.
Because I only counted the mayor part, so nearly 50 years. That's
Over 50.
amazing.
There's a lot of long-termers here, and, yep, change guard.
Thank you for everything, both of you.
All right. Yes, Mr. Bielski?
I'm just going to add to some of the same sentiment that's already been shared, but it's been a pleasure to work with both of you. I wish you both the best. I'm not going to act at all like this is a goodbye, because I hope it won't be for either of you.
Nursery school.
Exactly. I'll see you at pickup or drop off, hopefully, and Brandon, hopefully see you around plenty as well. So, but I thank you both for your service, and it's been a pleasure and an honor and a privilege to serve with you guys for this short period of time, especially short compared to the full amount of time you guys have been in your roles. But
I'm glad you're here and gonna be part of the future.
thank you. It's been a great opportunity, and thank you again. Good luck.
Okay. Mr. Klein?
Well, to begin with, I want to thank both you, Amanda and Brandon, for your service to the village. You've made a difference here while on council. Brandon, you have always challenged me, and that challenge makes things better, and I appreciate that. Kathy, everybody said everything about you except for the one thing that I think is invaluable, at least to me, is that I greatly appreciate your mentorship, your leadership, and your enthusiasm in enabling me to move forward and encouragement to move forward. And I hope to take that into the future for the village. It's a great privilege to lead this community. We have a wonderful resident population, and that we need to do everything in our power to continue to improve the quality of life in Orange Village. You've set the bar very, very high, and I know I'm going to have to work hard to get over it. So thank you.
Okay.
First of all, I know we have at least one person watching on live stream. It's my mom's birthday today, so I'm going to wish her a happy birthday. Thank you for tuning in on your birthday. Next, a huge thank you once again to Terry, Bob Zugan, and Larry Genova for being three of the greatest humans I know. Thank you for the work you do, the knowledge you bring, and your kindness when we need it most. Orange Village residents are very lucky to have you here. Terry.
Oldhammer.
Yeah. I thought it important that you hear directly from Jill about the funding request for the Art Center and Gymnasium, so I want to thank her again for coming tonight and then moving so expediently to push it through to turn this windfall the state is offering into an extraordinary opportunity for our extended community at no cost to residents. The only other school news I'm going to share is that the last day of classes before the holiday break is December 22nd. Classes resume on January 8th. I want to thank both Amanda and Brandon for their service on council. I am grateful as a community member for their dedication to making Orange Village such a wonderful place to live. I wish both of you well in your future endeavors, wherever their paths may lead them. On a side note, I want to share my gratitude to Amanda and Kenny Curlin for the many memories Corky and Lenny's has provided to multiple generations of my family. I wish you peace in your decision and would certainly welcome a reopening of the doors in any form if that happens down the line. Speaking of business, we know the importance of supporting local business. Please use these coupon books during the holidays. So many great opportunities for you and therein the businesses you patronize. Thank you. Finally, I have a little personal tribute to Kathy I would like to share beyond the accolades from the White House and the U.S. Senate. I hope you'll indulge me for about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And I did it in this form so that I wouldn't start crying. 'Twas the last night of council, and throughout our great town, everyone was stirring because we just couldn't let our Mayor Mulcahy down. The proclamations were all distributed from those who came from far and near in hopes that Kathy would know just how much we all care. Her grandchildren were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of having Grandma home full-time danced in their heads. With Anna holding her kerchief and Chief Wilson in his cap, no chance that Prince Zugan was settling down for a long winter's nap. Chief Costura was on call in case there arose such a clatter, and Steve Byron was on hand with a joke to make sure we carried on the laughter. Then away to the dormers, Bob McLaughlin flew with the flash, tore open the shutters, and Brandon threw up the sash. When what to our wondering eyes should appear? It was Super Mayor Kathy Mulcahy. We need have no fear. From tax administrator to mayor, Kathy has served all with ease. From Pinecrest to the trails, she worked hard to appease. Nearly 40 years serving Orange with great pride and tremendous skill, a great fiscal steward collaborating with the incomparable Dana on every bill. The infrastructure levy she created, along with the median at Harvard Road, are just a few of her legacies, the seeds that she sowed. Pickleball courts and pavilions, a park that is truly #1, Party in the Park and Salute to Orange, and developed our top-notch staff, second to none. She engages the community and the school district we both adore. Her civic involvements are endless. She is a civil servant to the very core. She was one of the first people we met in Orange, and I would be completely remiss if I didn't state that she's one of the main reasons we're here, so please allow me to share this. From Ryan, who's still at school, who wishes he could be here for the fun, quote, Kathy's constant positive presence makes me grateful for all she has done. She nurtured both our boys through bar mitzvahs, projects, musicals, and school. Caden says the mayor, quote, makes everyone feel so important. He will miss your personality and says he thinks you're really cool. You have supported all of Leland's and my endeavors, and you encouraged me through all sorts of things. You gave me the impetus to run for council 5 years ago, and then you were the wind beneath my wings. I easily could go on for hours, but I know I'm getting short on time, so I'll just include a few more stanzas, and then I'll wrap up this rhyme. Kathy, our family will miss you like crazy as mayor, but glad you'll still be in the hood. We're beyond grateful for all you have done for us and for Orange. You have certainly changed us for good. So, on Mayor-elect Judd, on Ryan and on Brent, on Kim, Phil, and Lisa, and I promise I will not relent. On Brandon D. and on Amanda, wherever your next paths may lead. On Brandon H. and on Bob M., I know you'll continue to help us succeed. On Zugan and on the service department and on the entire building department team. On chiefs, assistant chiefs, lieutenants, and sergeants, and on OV first responders, you all are a dream. On Dana and on Dandine, on Anna, Steve, and all staff too. We have an incredible team in place for the future, but we know we still have more work to do. This place without Mayor Mulcahy at the helm is quite difficult to conceive. She has laid the sturdy groundwork for us and gave us reason to believe. Orange Village is the very best town ever. It has blossomed under your watchful eye. A beautiful, bucolic village, but oh, so much more to reflect on before we ever say goodbye. Kathy, you have left your mark on Orange Village and your footprint on our trails, your handprint on our hearts, and you put the wind in our sails. So before you dash away, know that your tenure was a colossal success. I congratulate you on 40 incredible years. Congratulations, and God bless.
Stacy?
Is that at work?
Stacy, she's talking. I want a copy of that suitable for sale. Of course, she has it ready.
I do. Yeah.
Dugan should dress up as Prince every day. Prince.
Round for Bob Zugan. All right, everybody, I'd like to adjourn. I'm going to make a motion to adjourn the council meeting of December 13, 2023. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Duber.
Pleasure.
Anna, please call roll.
Harry. Bilski. Klein.
No.
Yes.
Huber. Silver. Kurland.
Yes.